How many weeks are you?
I'll be 39 weeks tomorrow.
And what does that mean?
That means baby's coming.
And today, what do you do in terms of exercise?
Breathing exercises, diaphragmatic breathing, which is actually like super helpful, and I'm like really excited to like use it during labor. With this, I feel like I'm going to focus more on how to breathe so that it helps me stay in control. I'm a nurse, so I tell people all the time, oh, focus on your breathing, but I feel like I never really understood what that meant until like just now, because it makes a lot of sense the way she put it together.
What are some memories that come to mind?
The modifications, I thought that was always fun to like walk in and just be like, oh, I can't do this anymore, so let's pick a different modification. Dealing with like different like aches and pains that come with pregnancy, and like trying to like, find a way to work out through it or find a modification that won't affect it. And I talked to Amanda a couple of times during this whole pregnancy, like just, what else can I do instead of this movement because this hurts now or this is in the way now. So it was, in retrospect, it was all in all a pretty good pregnancy. I mean, things still hurt, but that's okay. That's part of the process. I had fun, I think. I really did enjoy working out like during my pregnancy a lot.
In terms of safety, how did you feel taking classes?
I actually felt like, 100% safe all the time. If I was like working out at like just some regular gym, like, I don't know, whatever, Planet Fitness or something, I don't think I would have probably kept up as long as I did, coming here, because at least here, and not that all the coaches are like prenatal certified coaches, but everyone was like, okay, if this is uncomfortable, do this. If you don't feel like doing this movement because this hurts or this isn't the way, do this. So like everyone had like their input of how to modify a movement or a WOD, or, how many rounds to do or how many reps to do. So I think that helped me so much, because I really think if I was like on my own just trying to work out at home or trying to work out at, like I said, another gym where there wasn't like a structured class, I probably would have not been here at 39 weeks trying to get a workout in. So that made I think the biggest difference, because the coaches were just, super supportive, and having Kenny around, like he was also like super supportive, because there would be days where I'd be like, I don't really want to go because there's like jump ropes and running and rope climbs, and I'm like, I can't do either one of those. And he was like, no, do this or do that. And then, Kelsey would be like, do kettlebell swings. Amanda would say, do this. Alex would tell me to, everybody was just so supportive that it just made the experience a lot better. I tell people all the time that I work out, or like I'll post something on Instagram that I'm working out, and people look at me like I'm crazy. Like they're like, how are you still doing this? How are you still doing this movement? How are you still lifting? And I'm like, because I have coaches and people that are telling me like, okay, maybe you should drop down in weight if this is if once I start losing my my form or things like that, like I've had the coaches go, all right, maybe drop down in weight or try this instead of, it's so much different than doing it on your own, and just I don't know, just dealing with people who are not supportive, or not that they're not supportive, but just people who don't know, I guess. Even my parents, like they'll tell me all the time, they're like, how could you be at the gym? Like you really should be home resting. And I'm like, resting like for 40 weeks? Like that's a long time. Like what do you want me to be doing for 40 weeks besides resting? And when I asked, and I'm like, why do you say that? They're like, oh, because, your body, you're going through all these changes and you're making a human and all this other stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but I can still move. Like, I really don't understand. But they have no problem. Like if I was to say, oh, well, I'm in the mood for like McDonald's, which I'm never am. That crap's disgusting. But if I were to say, oh, I'm going to go eat McDonald's and then go eat Burger King, they'll probably be like, oh, great, she's eating for two. And it's like, how is that okay versus somebody who's saying, I'm going to go get a workout in, or I'm going to go walk a mile or walk, whatever. I have no idea where that stigma came from, because it makes no sense to me at all.
You will be still coming until you basically pop,
yeah.
But this will be our last official
our last meeting
episode before the final episode.
I know.
When the kid comes on camera.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say when the kid comes out. I'm like, no.
I wish, but you've already denied me of that. Okay, bye.
Bye.